So do you believe in the power of like network effects in that? Like you
Networking?
agree?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
network effects. So like, yeah, networking, sure, but like network effects, meaning like your circle, if your circle grows in power, it like the ramification, like
Sure.
as
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one ship rises, all ships rise type thing, right? Um, and like when people or the best example, like TDE, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, so like SZA and Kendrick Lamar are destroying it right now, right? In terms of the tour, like it's the best selling hip hop tour. He has the most streams, but you're like, well, why do you pick SZA and not this other person? Well, because you
Mm-hmm.
know SZA and they have songs together and they were both on the same label before. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a network effect there. They're
Yeah.
like, we are a part of the same network.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I read this book called Behold the Pale Horse. And one thing that it brought up was like, our, it was kind of a conspiracy book. It was about like the New World Order. So, like,
Okay.
how they want a one world government type thing and like
Mm-hmm.
how they're going to use like UFOs as just like the COVID. We're all going to lock down because there's an external giant threat, you know? And it was saying that, like, aside from that, because that could just be a conspiracy, it's like there's been secret societies that have been a part of civilization forever.
Mm-hmm.
And like they they like help one another and they run a lot of things. So like a lot of the US presidents were Freemasons. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not that like correlation not causation, but it's like I can understand how if you're a part of a secret society, you'll want to support other people in that secret society
Mm-hmm.
just by
Sure.
like your network. It's like, oh, it's just close by. I know this guy. He seems like a reputable guy. I'm gonna help him out. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So how can we not believe that the world is being run by a bunch of like a cabal? You know, people are like, oh, the world's being run by a cabal, and you're like, yeah, that's too out there. But it's like it's not out there. We do it on a small scale, and if it happens on a small scale, of course, it happens on a big scale,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, Elon Musk was saying, like, oh, I without my endorsement of $250 million, like, you wouldn't be president right now to Trump.
Right.
So, well, who gave him the money? Your network.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? So it's like they're all kind of pulling strings for one another. Do you agree or disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with that.
Like, it makes total sense, right?
Sure.
Okay. So with that, it's like, how do we know? How do we know? Like, okay, wait, there's that, and then the other thing is like, we need a government to organize us.
Mm-hmm.
No, but like really, you know, like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
people say it all the time. It's like in the book it said there's two ways. So humanity will go extinct unless two things happen. Either some power rises up to create order, or we wake up individually and we're like take accountability for our actions,
Mm-hmm.
right? And just knowing how humans operate, the latter, like taking accountability for our actions, is very unlikely.
Okay.
Like, you think everyone's gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, you know what? I am spending too much money. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't
No,
make
no,
that
no. Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Oh,
And
you
I
know,
understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
you see what I mean, right?" So we actually rely on governments to help keep order.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna regulate your food. Hey, we're going to like regulate your money. Hey, we're gonna regulate your job. Everyone gets a 5 day work week, not seven. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's like organisms in place, right?
Yeah.
Or organizations in place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, how do we know that the secret societies aren't running the government systems in place, the organizations that we've set up?
Okay.
But like, how do we know they're not? Because
Right.
technically, it's like if take away the idea of secret society and just call it like a network effect.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know that the network that you're in isn't running the show,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It makes total sense. It's like, okay, so that's why you have Republicans and Democrats, bro. Don't
Mm-hmm.
call it secret society. Just call it like friggin' network, you know? But like a
Yeah, it's
secret
not. Yeah,
society means
it's
that like
network. It's lobbying. There's already words that already
that's what I'm
exist
saying.
for it. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So
Yeah.
that's what he was trying to say. And I'm like, if you read the book face value, you're like, secret societies running the world. There's a one world government goal. And I'm like, that sounds crazy on the offset. But if you really think about it, that is just how we operate, bro. The
Mm-hmm.
UN technically is like a one world government. We've all banded together to collectively agree on some like laws.
Right. Yeah.
He's not saying the UN, but you know what I mean? Like if you look at it as like a principle and not a conspiracy,
Mm-hmm.
this is how our world is run,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
like we are really just like pawns in the game, bro. Because do you have access to those secret societies? No.
Yeah. No. Not directly. No.
Do I have access to um I won't name names, but there's a person who is doing a hunger strike right now. Okay, because they think that what's happening in Israel is genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. All right, well, do whatever you want, bro. Yeah, for sure. Do your hunger strike. And they're going to like the MP's office and being like, if you don't, if you don't fix this, I will not eat. And I'm like, the MP has nothing to do with global politics, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're just starving for nothing. You see what I mean? So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
we're we're not even awake to that level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we need big daddy government to manage things. That person's a pawn. You don't even understand that an MP, a local MP, has nothing to do with global politics, bro. You're
Right.
starving for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like everyone should just wake up. We should take our power back. Really? That person doesn't. That person's harming themselves, and they don't even know why they're harming themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like all that being said, what I'm saying now is like, is this just how the game is run, and we have to accept the fact that we're just like pawns in the bigger game?
Sure. Yeah.
Or give me like an alternate opinion. Like I don't know. Like I feel like after reading that book, I was like, that's actually quite accurate. Not
I
like the
think I wouldn't
conspiracies of the
say
SI.
no. No. I don't disagree with that. There was someone else that brought up a point where it's also people being not educated on
Yeah,
people being non-educated, and they're the ones that are voting, right? So, like, if 60% of
yeah,
the public is uneducated on certain things or a lot of things within how government is run, and you're just voting for people based on feelings, then yeah, they are. That's how they
exactly.
run it. Yeah.
And that's marketing,
Yeah.
and that is mass manipulation. That's
Mm-hmm.
the propaganda machine at work.
Yeah.
If I just pay you enough, if Elon Musk gives $250 million to run advertising for Trump, then he'll he'll own most of the like the commercials.
Yeah. 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 That's
But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But like
Mm-hmm.
the lower person who's trying to change things doesn't have enough money, so it's like, yeah, you have a good idea, but you have no platform,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think it's really just about like accepting that this is how it is, and you just gotta hope for the person in power to have like good values.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even like I literally just say hope because like you can really just hope for it
Sure.
because you
Yeah. Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
vote for it. You know, you can't be like, oh, I vote for this person's values. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's happening now. You know,
Right.
you're like, oh, dude, didn't work out. You're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can only hope, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I like Kendrick Lamar so much. Like he's got the best like hip hop tour right now, and like he's just like spewing positivity. I know it was based off like hate, like a rap battle, but like him and SZA on this tour, like I like follow the GNX account, and like they're just doing so many things for like children, positivity. Like he stopped his whole concert and he's like to this little kid like. You have something special inside of you. I believe in you. And I'm like, damn, bro. That kid's gonna remember that for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, Kendrick said this about me, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's like what do you do with your power and influence?
Right. That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
and I think that like before it was about it like I was like, if you just change your ultimately you can only change your world, your own individual world,
Mm-hmm.
right? And just hope that like that has a network effect to spew onto other things. You know? But I don't know. I just don't believe in this giant policy change anymore. Like I
I
really
don't know
think
what
we're
that
just I
means.
think
Giant policy
like
change.
like we both agree Bernie Sanders is onto something. Tax the corporations and use that excess amount of tax in order to give people UBI,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, we also agree that it seems like there's UAP technology that has crazy amounts of free energy. Give us the free energy,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't care about alien life. Totally. They could be real, they could be not be real. Whatever, who cares? Just give us the free energy because people are suffering, right? Two obvious things.
Mm-hmm.
UBI, give us technology. How are you supposed to lobby for that, bro? You see what
Right.
I mean? Like, this is a great idea. A lot of people on the internet are championing for it, but
Mm-hmm.
who's doing it?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So I'm like, I really feel like we're just powerless. Like we're in this game of like, unless you tell me I'm wrong, I'm like, I'm open to it. I
No,
just
I mean,
don't
I
think I'm
don't think
wrong.
it's I don't believe it's necessarily powerless. Bernie Sanders wouldn't even be a senator, right?
Yeah, but he's
To
voiced
get the
doing though.
information out. No, 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 because he
Yeah, the
can't just
information.
be. Yeah, no, no, no. The point is, it's not one person. You need to be able to have more than one person in there to get things done, right? So that's all based on voting, and that's one state that voted for Bernie Sanders, and there's 50 other states to do the same.
Right. And you said it comes down to education,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it comes down to advertising.
Yeah.
So even though it has great information, it's not popular. So,
I don't know if it's necessarily. Well, I agree with you. Yeah, it's not popular, but that's why he's going around. Why was he on Joe Rogan? Why is he doing
no, 100%
right?
agree. But it's like,
Yeah,
how many people are actually going to change because of that? And how much can, let's say even on an individual level.
but no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or-
he did it himself, right?
No, no, right. All right. Here's a better example. You're like, I want, so I'm going to give you, um, like a half-eaten sandwich or, um, a half-eaten smoothie. They're both
Mm-hmm.
half-eaten. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no, I want a full one. No, no, these are your two options, bro. No, but I
Right.
want a full one. No, these are your two options.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? It's like, dude, they both suck. Yeah, but these are your two options. Pick. Well, I don't want to pick. All right, fine. Your vote doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want? You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I mean about the rig system. It's like, yeah, I know I want a full sandwich. I know I want a full smoothie,
Sure.
but I'm only being half offered half.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? So it's like, so how do you change it? You're like, yeah, I want to lobby and vote. Okay, you're voting between two half-eaten sandwiches.
Yeah,
They
because
both suck.
that's right. Right. That's who you pick through the primaries.
Right, but who put that other even below that, even below the primaries? It's
Sure.
still like it's still who is like even if you have the best idea, like so many people said that they colluded to get Bernie out there. Remember, like it was like Hillary or Bernie, and then they went with Hillary. They all supported Hillary,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that was like the big conspiracy.
Sure.
So it's like even if you want the thing, they could still rig the system so that you
Mm-hmm.
don't get the thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I'm like, are we just powerless? Is that what's going on here?